Mr. Malema, you spoke a lot about your safety, especially given the actions that were made by Mr. Trump. We see also an increased number of security. Are you really fearful for your life? And secondly, just to speak about how do those actions by Mr. Trump, how do they affect the AFF, especially going into the local government elections?
Well, I'm not fearful. As a revolutionary, part of being killed is one of those honors you must wear with pride. But I'm not going to be reckless. When he says to Ramaphosa, why is this man not in jail? Why are you not arresting this man? He simply means, why are you not killing this man? Because this man wants to kill white people. That's what he believes. And imperialism, especially the USA, it makes such remarks meaning something different. If you remember how they killed Gaddafi, they said no-fly zone and any other necessary means in Libya. And that meant Gaddafi is going to be killed. And that's how they took care of that situation in Libya. So we know imperialism killed. The president of South Africa was unable to defend the constitution of South Africa to say this thing that you are accusing him of and saying to us we must arrest him. Firstly, we are a constitutional democracy and we are governed by the rule of law. The judiciary has expressed itself on this matter, including the highest court in the land. If I arrest him for that, then I will be violating the constitution of South Africa, which I must respect. He failed to do that. So when a president fails to do that, you have a responsibility to defend yourself, and that's exactly what we're doing. The EFF is more powerful now. Everybody else, all of you, including some girl, you said EFF is dead, EFF is irrelevant, and all of that, only to find it in the Oval Offices and to find it in the White House. And for a USA president to argue with the South African president who's in denial, who says this is just a small party, it's so insignificant. He says that's not a small party. This party can gather 100,000 people under one roof in a stadium where I can't even see a single empty seat. You can't say that it's a small party. We are not a small party. That's why imperialism is very scared of us.
Mr. Malema, how did you feel when you saw those videos of yourself being beamed at the Oval Office of President Ramaphosa, particularly noting the historical nature of kill the poor, kill the farmer song with the constitutional court judgment?
Well, I was not shocked necessarily. I knew that issue is going to arise, but that they will play videos. I was not sure. I didn't know all of that, but I knew that matter was going to arise, and I was very interested to hear how the president is going to defend the struggle song that the ANC has defended throughout the history of that song. They couldn't defend the song as a heritage. They couldn't defend the song as a struggle song. They couldn't explain the song that it doesn't in any means necessarily refer to literal killing of white people. It was used in reference to a white supremacist system of oppression in South Africa. They couldn't do that because he himself never believed in the struggle, and that was justified when he couldn't defend the struggle right at the White House. So we know for a fact that he threw the constitutional court under the bus. He threw the constitution under the bus. He was not loyal to his oath of office to defend the constitution of South Africa. Why should have pronounced that the highest court has ruled on the matter? I can't arrest him. Even if I wanted to, I have no powers. There is a rule of law in South Africa that needs to be followed. But they all understood the language, that the language is not arrest, it's killing. Why are you not killing him? Because he's going to kill white people. That's what he wanted to project, but he was not courageous enough. You have the whole former deputy president of the Youth League who sang this song, sitting there, not saying anything. The whole Minister of Public Relations, Komboso Jabeni, I was with her in the Youth League. She was the youngest in Peter Mukaba's NEC of the ANC Youth League. She knows the history of this song. She's sitting there very scared. All of them shaking. The president himself shaking. Only 4 white African males were confident. It was Rupert, the two golfers, and Steenhuisen. Why do you give Steenhuisen to speak in such a meeting and not give a Minister of International Relations? That department has been juniorized and has been undermined as a result. And that's what I asked him in Parliament. That have you juniorized this ministry? Are you playing with this important ministry? And we saw agriculture and minister being promoted against the Minister of International Relations. Reason being the color of his skin more than anything else.